Have you ever thought about this uncomfortable truth that the people you trust the most can one day become the reason for your deepest pain? Imagine this, a quiet forest, everything calm and still, and suddenly an axe comes to cut down a tree. Now think carefully, what hurts the tree the most? Is it the sharp iron blade? No, the real pain begins when the handle of that axe is made from the same tree. A part of the tree itself is now helping to destroy it. This is exactly how life works. As Niccolo Machiavelli once suggested, your real danger doesn't always come from enemies outside. It often comes from people close to you, the ones you trust without thinking twice. We often get carried away by emotions and reveal everything about ourselves to the people we call our own, and that's where the problem begins. So the question is, if the biggest risks come from within our own circle, then how do we actually protect ourselves? What are those small mistakes that people repeat again and again without even realizing the damage they cause? In today's video, you're about to discover 5 powerful truths that can completely change the way you think and the way you deal with people. These are not just ideas. These are the kinds of lessons that can save you from silent damage in life. You are watching Quotes of Vitality, where we bring you the kind of wisdom that makes you stronger from within. So stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear might change the way you trust people forever. Now, let's begin with the first and most important truth. 1. Your real wealth and income. People love to show their success. The moment they start earning more, they feel an urge to share it, to tell others how well they're doing. And most of the time, they share it with their own people. But this is where the biggest mistake happens. There was a man. He moved to a new city to build a better life. As his income started growing, he began telling his relatives and close ones about it. He thought they would feel happy for him. They would be proud. But slowly, things started to change. The same people who once supported him started comparing. Some began asking for financial help in the name of family. Others started feeling uncomfortable with his success, and the moment he said no, they called him arrogant. Now compare this. There was another man, equally successful, but completely silent. He never revealed his real income, never showed his actual lifestyle. He stayed simple, looked ordinary, and because of that, no one pressured him, no one envied him, and he kept growing, peacefully. The truth is, people may stand with you in your struggles, but your success can silently disturb them. So if you want peace, learn to keep your wealth private. Sometimes what you hide protects you more than what you show. 2. Your future plans. Every person carries a vision, a dream, something they want to build in life. And in the beginning, that dream is very fragile. It needs silence, focus, and belief. But the problem begins when we reveal it too early. There was a young man. He had a powerful idea, a plan to do something different in his life. Full of excitement, he started sharing it with his friends and relatives. He thought they would support him, encourage him, push him forward. But instead, they started planting doubt. Are you sure this will work? This is too risky. No one in our family has ever done this. Some even questioned his ability. And slowly, the confidence he once had started fading away. The same dream that once felt powerful now felt uncertain, and eventually, he gave up. Now, think about this. Did his plan fail, or did his belief fail? Because he exposed his dream before it was strong enough to survive criticism. The truth is, when you share your plans too early, people don't just listen, they project their fears onto you. Their limitations become your doubts, and those doubts can destroy your momentum. That's why successful people often move in silence. They don't announce their plans, they reveal results. Think of it like a seed. When it is buried deep in the soil, it grows quietly. But if you keep digging it out again and again, it will never become a tree. So treat your plans like that seed. Protect them, nurture them in silence, and let the world see them only when they are strong enough to stand. 3. Your personal and family problems. Every home has conflicts, small disagreements, emotional moments, misunderstandings that come and go. It's normal. But what's not normal is taking those problems outside. There was a man. He had an argument at home. Nothing too serious, just a moment of anger. But instead of resolving it quietly, he decided to share everything with someone he trusted. He thought, at least someone will understand me. At least someone will take my side. And for a moment, it felt good. He felt lighter. But a few days later, that same story had spread to others. People who were never supposed to know were now talking about it. Some added their own version, some exaggerated it, and that small issue turned into a public discussion. Meanwhile, back at home, things got better. The problem was solved. Everything returned to normal. But outside, the image remained broken. People still remembered the conflict, still judged him, still saw his personal life through that moment. Now ask yourself, the problem ended, but why didn't the damage end? Because once something leaves your home, it never fully comes back. The truth is, when you expose your personal matters, you don't just share your pain, you expose your vulnerability. And not everyone is there to heal you. Some are just there to observe and spread. So no matter how emotional the situation is, think twice before you speak, because outsiders don't carry your burden, they carry your story. And once your story is out, you lose control over it. 4. Your weaknesses and your past. Every person carries something within, a mistake, a regret, a weakness they don't show to the world. These are the most sensitive parts of your life, and yet, in moments of emotion, we often reveal them to someone we deeply trust. There was a man. He had made some mistakes in his past, things he wasn't proud of. One day, he opened up to someone close to him. He believed, this person understands me. This person will never use this against me. And for a while, everything felt safe. But time changes things. The relationship changed, distance grew, and eventually, they were no longer on good terms. And then, the same person who once listened with care started using those secrets against him. What was once shared in trust became a weapon. Now think about this. What really went wrong? The mistake wasn't the past. The mistake was giving someone access to it. The truth is, people change. Today they are close, tomorrow they may not be. And when emotions change, so do intentions. That's why your weaknesses, your personal history should never be shared carelessly, because once it leaves your control, you can't take it back. Think of it like this. A turtle, when it senses danger, pulls its most delicate parts inside its hard shell. It doesn't expose them, because exposure means risk. In the same way, you must learn to protect your sensitive truths. Not everyone needs to know your story, and not everyone deserves access to your vulnerability, because sometimes what you reveal can be used to break you.
5. Your insults and your good deeds. Life gives you two kinds of experiences. One that hurts you, and one that defines you. The first is insult. The second is kindness. But here's the surprising truth. If you handle both the wrong way, they can both turn against you. Let's start with insult. There was a man who was humiliated in front of others. It hurt him deeply. He felt disrespected, broken from within, and like most people, he wanted someone to understand his pain. So he started telling others what had happened. At first, people showed sympathy. They listened, they reacted, but slowly, their perception began to change. Some started seeing him as weak, someone who could be easily disrespected. Others began to lose respect for him, and without realizing, by speaking about his insult again and again, he made it bigger than it actually was. Now let's talk about kindness. There was another man. He helped people quietly, supported them financially, stood by them when they needed it. But then, he started talking about it. He wanted people to know how much he had done. And the result? Instead of appreciation, he faced judgment. Some said, he's just showing off. Others questioned, if he can help others, why not us? And slowly, the value of his good deeds started fading. The truth is, when you announce your pain, you appear weaker. And when you announce your kindness, it loses its purity. So what should you do? If someone insults you, don't broadcast it. Let it stay within and turn it into strength. And if you do something good, do it silently. Forget it and move forward, because real power lies in this: the ability to endure quietly and to act without seeking attention. That's what makes a person truly strong.
Now, a question might come to your mind. If the biggest risks come from people close to us, then should we distance ourselves from everyone? Should we stop trusting people completely? The answer is no. That is not wisdom, that is escape. A wise person doesn't break relationships. They learn how to live within them without losing themselves. That is true intelligence. You don't have to isolate yourself. You can smile. You can connect. You can be part of people's lives. But at the same time, you must learn to protect your inner world. There is a simple way to understand this. Inside your mouth, there is a soft tongue surrounded by hard teeth. Those teeth have the power to hurt the tongue at any moment. And yet, the tongue survives right between them. Why? Because it knows balance. It knows when to move forward and when to step back. That is exactly how you must live. Stay among people, but don't reveal everything. Be kind, but be aware. Appear simple on the outside, but stay deep and observant within. Keep your strength, your plans, your weaknesses under your control. Because in this world, the person who truly grows is not the one who shows everything, but the one who understands what to hide and when. When you apply these truths, your thinking changes, your behavior changes, and slowly your life begins to change. So now I want to ask you, have you ever been hurt by someone you trusted? If yes, share your experience in the comments, because your story might help someone else avoid the same mistake. And if this video gave you a new perspective, make sure to like it and share it with those who trust too easily. And for more such deep life lessons, subscribe to Quotes of Vitality, because sometimes the harshest truths are the ones we need the most.